Hi guys, I am going to do this video. This is an unboxing and a review of the BabyList Parenthood box. A viewer had sent me had commented on a video of mine about, I can't remember what video, if it was the Amazon review box or if it was the baby box, like the big cardboard box box opening review that I had done. And she had said that she had compiled quite a few of these like baby boxes and such and did a review on it. So I found out about this one. This one is from the BabyList. The BabyList is kind of like a baby registry website. You go on, you make your list, but the thing that's nice about the BabyList registry for baby products is you can pull from different registries, or not registries, different websites. So if there's something on Amazon you want, and there's something on Target you want, but you don't want to put it on both lists because you don't want to get double, you can put everything on this one centralized list. And with obviously the sad news about Toys R Us and Babies R Us closing, obviously, I don't know if they're just going to shut their brick and mortar stores or if they're going to keep their online operations going. That I couldn't answer, but, you know, obviously you can't go in the store and do it anymore. So, anyways, this is the BabyList box, and like I said, their registry, like, even if you found something on Etsy, you could put on this list. So that's what's kind of nice about the BabyList. To get the baby box, there's some steps that you need to do. You need to go through. You obviously need to create an account. You have to do certain things before you qualify for the box. So mine arrived today, so I was going to do the box opening. And to start off, this is a really nice presentation. The Amazon box that I got this time, I will say, was a lot better than the previous one. But this is more of a like a boutique type presentation, where like Amazon, yeah, there was that little bit of tissue paper. It was just like one single piece of tissue paper. It wasn't like there was a sticker or anything. And if memory serves, you just unfolded one, you unfolded the other, but the presentation was okay on the Amazon box. This, you know, just adding the little sticker, I'm sorry, but that just adds a little bit more to the presentation, in my opinion. Like I said, more like a boutique, or like when you order on Etsy, you'll usually get stuff wrapped in tissue, and then if the store puts like their sticker or whatever on it, it just adds to that. So that's a nice touch. Open up this one, and let's see. First in here is BabyList Start Your Journey. Build a registry as unique as you. And then, like, here's just kind of some go-tos. So they talk about the infant seat, convertible seats, different wraps or carriers, what kind of stroller you might think is good for you, a regular size crib versus a mini crib. And like, here's even ideas, like if you're going for affordability and modern, like IKEA, and that just gives you some different options, like going down brands price wise. Did they do that for the others? No. But, and then favorites for new time parents on that side. And then we've got like different smart sleeping solutions, genius clothing, indie brands with A+ style. So just some kind of starter tips for parents. And then These are what you can add in, like with your baby registry, or not baby registry, when you send out your invitations for a baby shower. I can't remember how many is in here. I think they said there was 50. They came in the box. It says the happy family has registered at BabyList. And since, like I've said in the past, my husband and I do plan on having another child, I honestly like this idea because, like I said, like even I've got an idea in my head on what I want to do for that baby's like nursery and different things. And my biggest issue with baby registries is, like, when I was pregnant with my son, I was registered at Toys, Babies R Us. I was registered at Target. I was registered, we didn't have a Bye Bye Baby. Walmart did a registry at that time, I believe. Yeah, they used to have an in-store registry. So I was registered at 3 different places. But there was things that I would find, like, on eBay that were cheaper than Amazon or Target. Actually, I wasn't registered on Amazon because Amazon was out there, but it wasn't what it is today. But, like, I would find, like, a stroller that I wanted on Target, but it was also on Babies R Us, but you don't know which store your guests are going to go shopping at. So it would just be easier to have one centralized list instead of multiple lists. And you can just, you know, send them these or put these in there instead of, like, as Target has usually when in your baby bags you get a pack of something similar. Babies R Us was similar. You got a pack of these and you just wrote down your number, your registry number on them and such. Was it Babies R Us or was it Target? One of the two actually had, each registry had different barcodes, and it had a barcode in it, and you went in and scanned it, and it would pull up the registry at the kiosk. But yeah, I like this idea. Plus, you know, both of my kids were born up in North Dakota. Now we live in Texas. So my husband's family has never got to throw a baby shower for us because all of our baby showers were obviously up there. And there was some issues getting invites from our addresses and such from family to send down here for invites, and it was just kind of a mess and a little bit upsetting at the same time. We're now talking about having a 3rd child. You know, we can do that down here now. And then also, let's see, what's this? Today I felt the baby, oh, I know what this is. When you do this box, they actually have a video you can watch about somebody opening a similar box. I think everything in this box is what was in their box. But this is a little card. So, like, today I felt the baby kick for the first time, and then you can write the date down. So, obviously a nice little memento to put in the baby book. And then today I got my Hello Baby box from BabyList, and then you can enter your information. The other nice thing is you get to make your own URL for this BabyList box. So you can do babylist.com and then put, like, your name here, your husband or significant other's name here. Like, I know Crystal uses Rainbow Bright, I believe is what she has as her YouTube, where you get to create your URL there. I believe that's what she has there as well. But, I mean, you can make your own for that. So that's really nice. We can get into the goodies in the box. And I always say this brand wrong. Loshano, which is a breastfeeding brand. So in here is 2 disposable nursing pads and 2 breast milk storage bags. This is kind of a staple in a lot of baby boxes. Either this brand or Avent, I believe. I know Avent usually has breast pads in some of them too. I know, like, if you are breastfeeding, between Medela and I believe in this brand are what I've always heard were the good brands for breastfeeding. bag or breast milk bags. The Target brand, at least from what I have seen in the past, you know, it's an inexpensive brand, but people talked about the bags would leak before the milk would freeze, or it would de-thaw and the bag would burst or break open and you were losing liquid gold. I personally was not able to breastfeed or pump. I have had previous surgery on my breast, so it didn't work for me. But from other people, they said this brand and Medela were your two go-tos for bags. And what else is in here? And here is some like travel sample size Cetaphil. I'll open this up. If I can get it open. There we go. Oh, and going back, since I know there's a lot of doll people that watch my box, I've also seen a few people like to put the breast pads in like a Dolly diaper bag just as props in there. 90% of stuff in those bags are props. Let's see. So going back to the Cetaphil, we've got a baby wash and shampoo, moisturizing oil, and I honestly did not know they were making baby products now. In the past, when I worked at a daycare, one of my coworkers and I, and we were in the infant room, so after every diaper change, you had to wash your hands. You know, if baby sneezed on you, you had to wash your hands. You were constantly washing your hands, and you know, how we would do it is with diaper changes, one person would get to do the diaper changes, and we would just go boom, 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 boom down the row of who was awake and change everybody's diaper approximately the same time. And we tried to keep a schedule, like we had to do it every 2 hours, so we tried to keep it on like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And that should get us to when the kids were supposed to be going home between 5 and 6. I mean, there would be a few breakthrough diaper changes that had to be attended to, but we were constantly washing our hands, and our hands, even using like a nicer soap, were getting really broken down. So her dermatologist told us to use Cetaphil, like the big bottles, and it would have been nice to use like this one is a daily lotion and a diaper cream. Like honestly, we probably could have really used this diaper cream to put on our hands after all that washing, because even this moisturizing oil after we used the baby wash to wash our hands, because I think like I said, we were told to use this brand because it was gentle. The formula is gentle. Well, and here we go. These are the adult versions. Gentle skin cleaner, and this is what the actual one we used. And then we were told to use their advanced daily lotion on our hands after. And what was a little sad about that is the daycare director, she didn't want to pay because this was more expensive than what she had been ordering for us for soap, and she was upset with us and wanted us to provide the soap. And I even told her, I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Like, obviously her and I are having, and there's 3 of us in that room that we were assigned to that room, and I'm like, 2 out of the 3 of us seem to have an issue with the soap. Yes, you provide the one soap, but clearly it's not working. I mean, would you be telling a parent of a child with an allergy, oh, well, we provide this, but your child has an allergy, so you must provide that. And actually, she did do that, which I'm surprised they didn't get sued about, because there was a child that did have a food allergy, and mom had to provide food those days. Which, if I were mom, I would have argued that point. But anyways, we did get it, so she'd pay for that. So I do know Cetaphil is a very good brand. And then we're on to Pampers bag. Excuse me, this, I believe we got this in the Amazon box as well. This seems to be updated. Before it was like a little clutch type bag, and now it's more of a, get this off. Oh, I suppose I could slide it out. Now it's more of a toiletry bag where it's a little bit bigger than it was in previous years. And it's got like the little nifty carrying handle. And then you unzip it. And inside there is some more coupons. Just some information on Pampers. And information about joining the rewards program. And then 1 newborn diaper and 6 sensitive wipes that were in there. And this was kind of, when I watched that video, what I was more excited about. If I can get it open. There we go. It's called a Twist Breastfeeding Storage Pack. I had seen somebody on another channel had bought something similar to this. I believe she got it at a thrift store. And from, I'll take the pieces out. From what it looks like, okay. So these are the adapters. What you do is, there's various different adapters because these work with different breastfeeding pumps. So this one is saying for Avent and the Spectre. I think this one is the same. Yep, so you got 2 of those. And then this one, there's 2 of them for Medela, Philips Avent, Toppy Tippy, first year, Loshana, the Wide Mouth and Standard, Even Flow Playtex, and a whole bunch of other breast pump brands. And these are the adapters to adapt, or that you use with your breast pump. And what you do is there's this little cap on there, and I think you only get the 1 bag in this little kit, but it looks like there's coupons in there to buy more. And what's nifty about this is you screw this on, okay, onto the little bag. You pump the milk into the bag and it'll go directly into the bag. And like you'll see, it's similar to like a bottle or like a drop-in bottle, or 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce, 4 ounce, 5 ounce, and up to 6 ounces. Then instead of either having it in a or in a bag that you now need to go freeze, like seal up and freeze. Actually, most of the bags you can't pump directly into anymore. I don't think they have many brands you can do that anymore. But you know, you have to pump it into a bottle, then you need to dump the milk into the bag where you're possibly going to spill it. Well, these, you just unscrew it and then put the little blue cap back on, and it should stand up on its own, similar to like pouches, baby food pouches. And you can either freeze this or you can put it in your fridge. And how you use it once you need to once it's de-thawed or you need to use it for baby is you just take it here, pull it up, push it in, and you hear the snap. Then you unscrew the cap. And the other thing is, like, people talk about crying over spilt milk. Like I said, I could not personally pump or breastfeed, but I know of plenty of people that like accidentally dumped some breast milk by de-thawing it. The nice thing about this is how it stands up versus the bags, the other bags, as well as, I mean, look at it, it's a bottle, or it's a nice stand. And yes, you dump it over, it's similar to like milk jug, but it's not like the bags where they'll just completely open and it just flood out. But what you do is you push, you can see the little plug on the bottom of the bottle, or take that out, the directions on how to do it. I've seen how to do this before, but there's a little plug on the bottom. You push it in, and there you go. And then you pull off the cap for the bottle, and it is a nipple directly onto that bag. And that makes it really nice. Like I said, it's similar to drop-in. I've seen a few people talk about that they reuse these a few times so that they're not throwing them away, because they are a thicker plastic than most pumping bags. And it's basically from the tap all the way to baby's mouth when you need to feed them. And then when you're done, just pull that off, wash that. And it also makes it nice because there's not another collar. It's not a whole bunch of pieces for some baby bottles, which I know Dr. Brown's are a pain in the butt. I had a love-hate relationship those with my son. But yeah, it's just the nipple. I just pulled it up. So, and then like I said, you've got the cap. So all you have to do is wash the nipple. And I mean, if you really need to, you can just throw this away, or like I said, you know, it says on it single use, but I think they put that on that more so. I mean, I know, like, even my, to make the little squeezy pouches for kids when you use, I was using the baby food to make them for my son after surgery. They said single use on them, but honestly, they were thicker plastic like this, so I reused them. Because honestly, I'm not about to, some single use products, I don't agree with them being single use, because to me it's wasteful. So, let's see if I can get everything back in the little box, or I might just sit in here. And then also in here, get your free pack of twist pouches for free. So, and there's a number on there, so I'm not going to show that. But, it just gives more information about, like, the nipple, how it's useful, the shape, and, like, using a bottle versus the shape of their nipple. And then, kind of just some more information about them. But, and the bag, it does say on it, do not microwave, steam, or boil. I don't know if it affects the plastic in this or what. Let's see. And then this is just some more information on that. But, even with the other bags, basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to heat up water. And you heat up water, bring it to a boil, put it in a cup. Well, you don't even have to bring it to a boil. Like, you can just do hot water from a tap. Bring it, just heat it up a little bit, and then to thaw out breast milk, the proper way to thaw it out is to just put it in the warm water. So I believe that's what they're saying, because you shouldn't microwave frozen breast milk. You shouldn't boil it and such. And also in here is, what is this? Tranquil soothing mat. Soothes baby to sleep anywhere, anytime. Huh. It doesn't really give much information about baby. Immediately feels the mat's vibrations and hears white noise, which activates baby's calming response. Okay. This doesn't work for all babies. I will pre-warn people about this. Went to work for my daughter. So we had a white noise machine, and she was in a Mama Brew, and that vibrated, rocked, and everything. And she still barely slept. And then there is a gift card for Urban Sitters, which is a $50 babysitting card. Okay. That could be very useful even now. Discover sitters and nannies already in your personal network. Background check sitters with infant experience. Part-time or full-time nannies. Mothers help and date night sitters. Find, book, and manage childcare all in one place. And it looks like it's an app. And this is a gift card for it. Just making sure that it doesn't show any. There's a code on here, so I don't want to show the code. because honestly, I might be taking advantage of, oh, June 30th, 2019 is when it expires. So you got quite a bit of time for that when it expires. And it has, like this example, it's a sitter asking $18 to $20 for $2. $18 to $20 per an hour for 2 hours. Or for 2 children. Although it's showing in San Francisco, so in my opinion, that's a little bit much for a sitter. Maybe a nanny. But even a nanny, I think, I know, like, Crystal and I have discussed what she gets paid per a nanny, but she also has a lot of, she has her early childhood degree and stuff like that. So I know people with degrees and stuff get more for nanny jobs, as well as the cost of living in Canada is higher than in the US. And then lastly, it is this really cute picture. And this can be framed, and it's got a little A. Oh, it's the alphabet. A for anchor, B barn, C chickens, D dress, E evergreen, F fire truck. This is really cool because it's not like your typical A apple, B ball, C cat. So this one's really cute. It's got a few, like P pig, or a fire engine, or ice cream, or a hat. Like, it's got some typical ones, but it's got some unusual ones like a unicorn, wand, T-Rex, mermaid, rainbow. I mean, they're kayak. So that's cute. This is from Lucy Darling, and it shows the website for that, and then a 10% off your first purchase. That's a really cute artwork. I think I'm going to need to find a frame for that, and it is going to... The other thing, I wish it would have been a B instead of a barn, or a B for B instead of a barn. Would have been perfect to put that up in the new nursery. Oh, I don't know when it will be. My husband and I are starting the process of purchasing a house, and one of the things is, I told him I want to have, like, some of the floor, we're looking to possibly build, and some of the floor plans that we're looking at, I'm like, nah, or I'm looking at it, like, there's a couple of that house designs, like, there will be either extra room in our room, one of the closets, like, this closet is a pretty big closet, but they'll be large. Some of them have larger closets, or it'll have a his and her closet, which if it has a his and her closet, perfect, absolutely perfect, because in reality, if it's big enough, the crib will go in there, and, like, most of my Dolly stuff will go in there. This closet, we've got a lot of storage in here as well, because we just didn't want to put it up in the attic and have to bring it down when we move again. So, there's one of them that had, like, a den, but I told my husband, I'm like, if we would do that floor plan, you know that den would be my Dolly room. And he's like, I know. And because, well, obviously the den, you couldn't, because there's no egress, you couldn't put, like, a real bed in there. And I wouldn't want to, just for safety reasons. Like, I know we were looking at it, and my sister-in-law made the comment, oh, that's nice, you can put the guest room there. And I'm thinking, no, I wouldn't put the guest room there, because Fire doesn't know if I have a guest or not. If Fire's going to be like, ah, I'm here, you're screwed, you're trapped in. And I don't want that, because it's usually my parents that are the guests in the guest room. Although, as much as my dad keeps saying he's not going to follow us down here, I sometimes wonder if he's contemplating them moving down here. But, so this is the BabyList box, starter kit box. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see everyone later. Bye!